All right, guys, welcome back to another episode, a live episode of Muscle Discord covering the 2024 Arnold Classic Ohio Men's Bodybuilding Finals. Guys, thank you again for joining. I really appreciate everyone coming in. Yesterday, we had over 2,500 live viewers in the chat, in the stream with me. I think that was the most out of any stream on YouTube. So really appreciate it. Please, guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. And, I just really appreciate you guys. I love that you guys are coming on here and we can do this together. We can watch the show together. We can chat. We can discuss. We can debate and go back and forth on it. So before the show starts, there's about 30 minutes before the stream goes live and we hit the stage. So we're just doing a kind of, I'm going to talk about, there's a lot to talk about. Excuse me, guys. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm sharing Gilco Productions. Thanks to Gilco Productions with the 4K HD video they provide, and it really gives us a good assessment of what's going on leading into the finals here, and it's leading up to a big anticipation of this between Hadi Choopan and Samson Dauda. And then Akeem Williams is in there and John De La Rosa too. So there's a little bit of a battle there for third and fourth. So yeah, I want to go first over, let's go over Samson Dauda's physique first. Okay, I'm going to click on the video here. I'm going to give you my true assessment of Samson Dauda, okay? And how he's going into the finals here. You know, this is him at prejudging, okay? What my first take on what I saw Samson come out on that stage during prejudging yesterday was that he was downsized. He was flatter. He didn't look as dominating because he wasn't as full. So he said, you know what? We didn't bring the conditioning for the Arnold Classic Ohio. So we're going to try and bring the conditioning for the Arnold Classic UK. And he came in tighter. So good kudos to Samson Dauda. He came in tighter and brought the conditioning in better. But as you can see here in the glutes, they're not there, guys. They're not. I know he looks tighter and everyone's like, oh, he improved so much. Sure, he improved. Look at the side obliques. Look at the abs in this pose and the side tricep. It's still not there. He's still holding some water. Even though he's drier, he's still holding, it's either the body fat isn't low enough to compare solidly with Hadi Choopan, which we're going to take a look at in a second here. So it is a much closer show. I will give Samson that. He improved. You know, he's on his home turf. You think he would improve, right? You know, you want to dry out, you know how to dry out, right? But look at the legs. They look flatter. They're not full and round like we know Samson's quads to do. So you have to look at those details too, guys. Don't just get drowned out by, oh, his aesthetics, it's the shape is so that. Look at the details, because that's what the judges are doing. They're not just looking at, they know Samson has an amazing physique. They know he has a better shaped physique than Hadi Choopan, but he can't beat Hadi because they look at those details. They look at the glutes. They look at the hamstrings. He has good hamstrings. He's got good separation in the hamstrings. It just doesn't flow into the glutes, right? You know, that's a very good pose. The back to the bicep is a very good pose for Samson Dauda, right? And the lower back is much crisper and much tighter than it was in Ohio 2 weeks ago. So that's kind of my assessment with Samson Dauda, that he's flatter. He's not as full. He still isn't as sharp, nowhere near as sharp as Hadi Choopan. And would this beat Hadi Choopan? Would the judge be like, you know what, yeah, he tightened up enough, but I think it's good. We'll give it to Samson Dauda. I don't think so. He still has a bit. He's pulling the vacuum, but you can see in the side oblique shot, his stomach still protrudes in between, right there. His stomach is still protruding in between poses. It's still sticking out right there as well in the most muscular shot. And what you see right there, it's poking out. So he's fixed like 65% of the issues with regards to his waist and trying to control it. And he's pulling the vacuum in the front double bicep. He's pulling it in the ab and thigh pose. That's it. Not in the front lat spread, where you see right there, he can't do the vacuum like Hadi Choopan can. So Hadi Choopan again is beating him in a lot of poses because he can pull that vacuum and show that the waist is smaller. So, guys, if you're just joining, the live stream is starting in a roughly, take 20 minutes or so before we start getting going on the stage and getting things going. So we're just doing a preview of the athletes before the live stream starts. So thank you again for joining the live stream with me today. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. So let's take a look at Hadi Choopan, the wolf, the Persian wolf. Right away, when you look at right away, you just see his muscles are popping more. Look at the quads, the separation, the tightness, the feathers, the striations in the quads, the vacuum in every pose. The lighting wasn't as good here, guys. So the lighting is making Hadi maybe not look as good as he did at the Arnold because the Arnold lighting was so damn good. But then you see Hadi from the side here, it's still the obliques, the striations, the side of the glute is so shredded, vascularity into the glute muscle. That's how lean he is. You don't see that on Samson Dauda. You don't see those details. Remember, the judges are 5 feet away. We're looking at a live stream. It's not the same than what the judges are seeing. That raw, dense muscle that Hadi brings. Back to the bicep, Hadi looks bigger here. Like when you see Hadi standing next to Samson, he looks bigger because Samson's flattened out and he's downsized to try and come in tighter. Okay. So look at that vacuum. Like that's as good as classic physique. That's like a C-bum vacuum right there. It's ridiculous. The striations through the chest, the shoulders, the arms. Guys, this guy is not being beat tonight. He's not being beat by Samson Dauda. He's so dry. He's going to come in fuller tonight. Hani Rambod is like, okay, we were maybe Hadi Choopan was a little flat, right? I mean, come on. The guy flew in, came there Thursday afternoon, right? And is on stage Friday afternoon. And he looked like this. Come on now. So he's going to come in fuller because he can. He's so shredded. He can come in a little fuller and bigger and just close the door on Samson Dauda by far. So I'm just trying to catch up with some of the chat. So who in the chat has Hadi Choopan winning and who in the chat has Samson Dauda winning? We can talk about the delts. Full transparency here. I don't hide nothing. We're going to talk about everything. We will talk about everything here, guys. So Hadi. Everyone's saying Hadi. Do we have any Samson Dauda fans? Well, I'm a fan of Samson Dauda. First off, people think when I'm doing my commentary on Samson Dauda that I don't like Samson Dauda, that I'm negative towards Samson Dauda. I'm not negative towards Samson Dauda. He has a great physique. I've said many times that he can be the Mr. Olympia, multi-time Mr. Olympia. I said that he has better aesthetics than Hadi Choopan. I just critique his conditioning in the shape that he's bringing. That's it. Let me just find this here. There we go. So Samson is the most improved athlete, but Hadi is on another level, says Singh. Hadi is the best, SHS. Hadi on top, Ryan. Rayan says, Amir says Hadi. We got a lot of Hadi fans. The poll says 84% Hadi Choopan's going to win. Let me just bounce back here, guys, and check the 21 minutes before we go live on the stream. Thanks again, guys. More and more of you are joining into the stream here. Thank you so much for joining. If you haven't already, please like the video. It really helps with my channel, and also subscribe if you haven't, so you get notified every time that I go live. I'm going live for all of the pro shows this year. If the Arnold Classic Brazil does a live stream, I will be doing that live stream again with you guys. So thank you so much for the support. Okay, so we looked at Hadi Chupin. I think we all know, like, Hadi is ridiculous. He's shredded. There's some people online saying, "Oh, I think Samson did enough to beat Hadi Chupin," and I'm like, no, no, guys. The judges see this. The judges see the graininess. They see the condition that Hadi had 2 weeks ago. It's still there. It hasn't changed. Now let's talk about Hadi's delts, which people seem to be like right there. You can see they're kind of pointy. Okay, let's point it out, guys. Right, and you can see that he's putting some stuff in there. It's just maybe he's doing some more site injection in that area, but you can see the delts are a little bit on the pointy side for Hadi, which does throw his physique a little bit, right? And seems to be more noticeable in this show than it did at the Ohio show, right? So let's call that out. Does anyone notice Hadi's delts? Hadi's still going to win, but do you notice his delts? Yes, Apisha. So another colleague of mine, another YouTuber, pointed that out to me. He pointed out that Hadi Chupin has the issue with the delts, and then I pointed out to him, Samson Dauda also has that. Let's take a look at Samson. Look at the pointy delts on Samson. Look at the pointy delts on Samson. He has the same issue. You can see it. Let's see it right there. Pointy, pointy. They all kind of have it. It's just to what degree do they have it? Right. And Samson's darker, so he gets away with it right there. Look at the pointy delt. It's the same thing. So they both have it, guys. They both have it. It's not that, oh my God, Hadi's going to lose because he's got the pointy delt. Samson has it too. Okay. Let's put that to rest. They both are dealing with that issue. Check the live stream again, guys. Sometimes they started a little early. No, not yet. Guys, if you're just joining, more and more of you are joining into the live stream. I'm just doing a preview of the athletes because the stream isn't started yet. It's going to start in probably 18 minutes or less. And then we will get rolling for the men's bodybuilding finals. It's going to be an epic battle on that stage. And so let's take a look at Samson's physique. Sorry, I got distracted there, guys. So Samson did come in drier. Came in drier. But look at the quads. Like, they're not as full. They look a little hazy and flat. They're not on the Hadi Chupin level. And then what we noticed in prejudging is that Samson Dauda started to sweat a lot, right? So he's still sweating. He's still, struggling up there. Hadi Chupin is dry to the bone, not sweating. He's having fun out there, jumping around. He knows he's in better shape. So he was in better shape in Ohio and he beat Samson. So he's in better shape here and he should beat Samson. On paper, that's how it should work. I talked about the gyno on another video I did. And I did a poll on the Muscle Discord community page. And I said, does Samson Dauda have a gyno issue? And like 85% of the people voted yes, he does. And you want to know something? When I did that, Samson Dauda's wife, Marlena, sent me a not too polite Instagram DM and said, what are you talking about this for? Who are you to talk about this? Very nasty DM. I've talked about this before on the other shows I've done about his wife sending me a nasty DM, which I screenshotted. I'm never going to show that, but I have it. and I have the receipts. And I'm not going to show. I'm not that type of a channel, but she did reach out to me, so I'm gonna talk about it. And it was very unprofessional for her to reach out to me like that and personally attack me. You can critique me and attack me on my criticism of his conditioning and his gyno, which I was doing, but don't personally attack me, my character, right? So I just was like, okay, there, Marlena, take a chill pill, right? Your husband's a professional bodybuilder. He's going to get critiqued, okay? And he ended up losing the Arnold, Ohio, which I said he would. So, anyways, a little bit of a rant there, guys. Um, so yeah, and then the glutes on Samson Dauda, you can see they're just not there. I don't know what he needs to do. Like this is him on a flatter, more downsized version of Samson Dauda, and he still can't bring those glutes in. They're just the lines aren't even there. Like you can see the skin is thin enough, but the lines, the slivers of the glutes, they're not in there. And I don't know if he can never bring that. I don't know. Maybe this is a genetic thing on him. So if he can never bring that, guys, will he ever become the Mr. Olympia? If this is pretty much the best version of conditioning, maybe Samson can come in 10% more. You can see the gyno there as well. Maybe he can come in 10% more sharper, but is that Hadi Chupin level, Derek Lunsford, peeled glutes level, Phil Heath, Ronnie? No, it's not. So I kind of said this before. I think he may have peaked his physique to where it's going to go, which is unfortunate if this is as far as he can go. He's competed 13 times last year. 13 times he couldn't find out the formula to get really peeled. So it's unfortunate. Let's take a look at Akeem Williams, who is going to be in a battle for third place against John De La Rosa. Right? I'm going to turn on this monitor. I have two monitors up here. And Akeem, that side chest pose is ridiculous on Akeem. Can Akeem take out John De La Rosa and come in third? In the prejudging they had, John De La Rosa solidly in third place, ahead of Akeem Williams. But Akeem Williams is a freakazoid, and he always comes in tighter at the finals. So we're going to see. It's going to be a battle. I really prefer John De La Rosa's physique over Akeem's. He's just more complete. Akeem's back is a little wonky looking. It's not as shredded as John De La Rosa's back, sorry. And, you know, but Akeem is so freaky looking that it could overwhelm John De La Rosa. So we're going to see. Who do you guys have getting third place? John De La Rosa or Akeem Williams? Could Akeem Williams, if he's in third, could he push Samson Dauda and maybe get second? So Adam says, you wonder why Samson's wife said something. You have no clue or inclination about what you're talking about. You are, in fact, putting Samson down, and you think she had no right to protect her husband. So what? So Adam, tell me what I was doing to put Samson Dauda down by asking the Muscle Discord community, do you think he has a gyno issue? Right. And then also criticizing his physique not being, his conditioning not being where it needs to be. Is that putting him down? You answer that one for me. Because this is bodybuilding. You're standing on that stage to be judged by the judges and by the fans. And if the fans say, oh, Samson Dauda, your condition is not where it needs to be, that's putting him down in your point of view? Okay, you can answer that one in the chat. Guys, again, there's more and more of you joining in. Thanks so much. Yesterday we had over 2,500 of you guys in here live all at once. It was amazing. I want to surpass that record. We got to beat that record. We got to get more likes, more subscriptions. It really helps the channel. It helps me continue to do this for you and bring it. I really appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best joining me out of any other stream. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I have a gyno issue too. Thank you, Singh. Yeah, Singh. I'm just critiquing his physique. I'm not. I've said multiple times. I think Samson could be a multi-time Mr. Olympia. I think he is a great athlete. He's a great ambassador for the sport. Right. So why? How am I being negative to him? All I'm saying is the guy can do better. He can do better. He's going to have to do better. We got 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes before we start the show and we go live. We're just doing a preview of the athletes before we head into the finals here. Let's take a look at John De La Rosa, who is in third spot as of prejudging. So frontal bicep, John De La Rosa looks very good. He brings in the abs when he does that shot. He knows he needs to now. Front lat spread, very good. Conditioning is probably one of the best in the lineup, second to Hadi Choopan. Side tricep, good. John De La Rosa is very complete. If you compare him to Akeem Williams, he looks more symmetrical. Everything. He's not missing any body parts. He's got the big calves, the hamstrings, the glutes. I think John can come in a little tighter too for the night show to hold off Akeem. He'll hold that third spot. If he fades for finals, Akeem will definitely surpass him if Akeem comes in better for finals. It's that close between the two of those guys. But just John looks all around a well-rounded bodybuilder on the smaller side compared to these guys. But I mean, he's in third place right now against the big giant Akeem Williams. So, and James Hollingstead. Let's take a look at James. Trying to read all your comments, guys, while I keep track here. So James Hollingstead, his midsection is definitely washed out. He did the burger and fries and junk food load, carb load for this competition. And he did the Roman Fritz kind of carb load where you eat a whole bunch of junk food. And I don't think it worked for him. I think it kind of washed him out a little bit. Definitely in the midsection, it washed him out. Let's take a look at the backside here for prejudging. His glutes and hamstrings are okay. The back looks okay too. I think he actually looks better from the back than he does from the front. The lower back Christmas tree is in there. He's conditioned. The lat spread is okay. That could use a little bit of work. The quads. But look at the abs. Look at the midsection. He can't pose it because he's so full. He ate so much food. The chest and arms are great, conditioned, but in the midsection, so he looks out of place. Like things aren't matching, right? Top to bottom, front to back. You got to be polished. And look at the stomach. So that's it. I mean, James just came in a little big. He might tighten up for the finals and say, okay, I'm not going to do as much carb or junk load and bring it in a little bit because it's really hurting his midsection. I did notice, yeah, one leg is a little bit smaller than the other, but that's normal for most bodybuilders. Some it's more evident on others. Guys, we are 7 minutes away from going live before the finals start. Men's bodybuilding. Thanks for joining. More and more of you are coming in, so I appreciate it. If you haven't liked, please like the video. Please subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. Singh says, "What do you think Samson will continue to train under his wife, or is he going to another? He's going to find another coach. His wife, his wife is okay, but she did do a better job. So kudos to Marlena. Marlena, if you're watching, I'm giving you kudos for doing a good job with Samson Dauda and bringing him in tighter for this show. You did a better job than Milos did in that department. So thank you. Okay, Marlena, can we make up now? Okay. So yeah, so she did a good job, and but he does need a real coach who's been in the game, like a Hani Rambod, a Neil Hill, a Patrick Tudor, Stefan, Chris Aceto, Chad Nichols. He needs one of those guys for sure. I hope so. I hope so. You know what? I can't though because she blocked me. I went and checked and she blocked me. So guarantee you she's watching the video. Like she'll watch my recaps and stuff. But she's mad at me, guys. She's not happy. But it is what it is. That's what you are when you're the wife and you're coaching your husband. Yeah, you're going to be sensitive. I get it, but just don't let it get to you. Get used to it. Remember when Derek Lunsford won the Olympia, and we're all like, "What's going on with his delts? There's big balls of oil in his delts. It looks terrible." Did Derek Lunsford come online and say, "The fans are humiliating me and my family, and I just it's and like go at it with his fans, like pretty much what Samson Dauda did?" No, he just like, "Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks." He had a good, you know, bunch of stories that Derek Lunsford put out about winning the show and being happy, and he made up with Hadi Choopan, and it was good, professional, professional. And I think Samson Dauda lost a lot of fans when he went on his IG stories and had this emotional breakdown, which is fine. You can have an emotional breakdown, but keep it to yourself. Keep it with you and Marlena. Don't come on there and say, "I feel humiliated. People saying I shouldn't have lost and I could have done better and this and that." And then he fires Milos and then fires him in the stories and doesn't make a professional post about it like Milos did, and says he's sick, his body's failing. Like it was just a whole drama, right? So he didn't need to do that. And a little bit of respect was lost in that, but he can make it back up. He can redeem himself. And so far, he's kind of on track for redeeming himself by coming in better shape and doing the work. So that's enough of James. Let's look at Antoine before we start here. And they're never on time, guys. So it may be another 20 minutes even once it does start. Again, more and more of you are joining. Thank you for joining. We are about to start the live. We're just doing a preview, guys, before the live stream starts. But when it starts, you will see it first here. Please like. Again, it helps out so much, guys, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. I love you guys so much. I love seeing the same people back in here, feed after feed, live stream after live stream, joining me. I'm getting used to you guys now. I'm getting your names familiar. I see singing here all the time. I'm waiting for Brian to come in here. I love it. Why did Arnold took video of Samson? Okay, good question, because I noticed that too. And I was like, okay, is Arnold signaling something here? But he did that to Hadi Choopan in Ohio during the prejudging. And we're like, oh, why? He's just doing it to Hadi. Why didn't he do it to Samson? But then he did do it to Samson in the finals in Ohio. So I'm assuming Arnold will do it to Hadi at the finals. He'll get up on his phone and do the selfie thing. Right. So I did notice that. Good eye on that one. Yeah, you can be a little superstitious and think, oh well, man, Arnold is like, just give it to Hadi or give it to Samson, guys, judges. Steve Weinberg, just give it. I own this. This is my show. Give it to Samson. That's not happening, right? It's judged. It doesn't work like that. You would think it works like that, but nowadays, social media, if that leaked out, that Arnold said something to the judges and said, "You better make Samson Dowd win this show." No, that's not happening anymore. That did happen, yes, back in the day, but now it's like you get caught doing that, you're cancel culture, you're done. So don't worry about that, guys. That's not going to happen. Antoine Villiant, fellow Canadian bodybuilder. Again, for those of you joining and wondering who I am a two-time Canadian bodybuilding champion, Mr. Canada. You can see the two trophies up there, the brown one and the blue one. Those are the Mr. Canada titles. So I do have experience competing and working with pro bodybuilders, managing pro bodybuilders. Worked in the bodybuilding industry, the supplement industry with Mutant Supplements. I'm still a partner with Mutant Supplements. I'm on the Mutant team. I'll put my promo code in the chat to get 20% off all Mutant Supplements. And yeah, so I do have a history in the sport myself with experience. You get a lot of these other YouTubers and these creators that have these channels and these platforms, but they don't have the on-stage experience. They haven't done a show, let alone win a national title like myself 2 times, right? Or have they worked with actual pro bodybuilders? I've worked with Rich Piana. I've done all like Jay Cutler, everybody, right? I've met all these guys. I've had dinner with these guys. I know the behind the scenes things, right? So that is a little bit of my experience there for for those of you who are just joining and don't know that stuff, because I feel that's important that you do know that. Let me check the feed. It should be starting. Do a refresh here. Yeah, it's 12:01. They haven't started the feed yet. This is from last night, so we're not going to watch that. Maybe we can if you want to watch some of that, but we got to get the feed going here. Let's check here, guys. They haven't started the feed yet. They are late. This is the first time they're late. Usually they kind of have it like pre-set up and the crowd is shown and everything like that. But no, it's not started yet, guys. It has not started. We'll just watch this for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, so I got sidetracked there, guys, because I was just checking to make sure the feed was started. It hasn't started yet. So Antoine Villiant, he's definitely sixth place. You can see the back is lacking in the thickness there. Some lacking of thickness throughout the chest. Conditioning is always pretty good with Antoine. He just needs more fullness and more density and more thickness to his physique. Amazing quads on Antoine. I actually competed on stage with Antoine at Canadian Nationals way back in the day. Great guy, great character for the sport. He always has amazing routines as well. Singer, you're asking for my Instagram ID. So we have At Muscle Discord is, oh, it's typing slow. Please follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. My personal Instagram is, my personal channel is right there. So please subscribe to that channel if you haven't as well. Appreciate the support. We are waiting for the stream to start. Let me check again, refresh. It has not started, guys. We are waiting. And I don't see it anywhere else, so it is not started. We are waiting. They are late. They're 5 minutes late. Yeah, I can see some of the other streams are they're just waiting too. So we will get there. Again, guys, thank you for joining. We're just waiting for the stream to start. We're just doing kind of a preview right now. You can see the comparisons here between Hadi and Samson. Samson does have a beautiful front double bicep shot, but when you look at poses like that, you have to think about, okay, what is the pose called? Front double bicep, right? The biceps have to look good too. And Hadi Choopan has really well formed bicep peaks. Samson kind of doesn't really have good bicep peaks. It's kind of round and there's no peak to it. So you have to keep that in mind. Okay. Just checking. Checking their Instagram to see if there's anything about them being late. I don't see that yet. Yeah, they're just doing a replay of the old one from yesterday. Let me check. Yeah, no, the streams are not, it has not started, guys. So we're just waiting, guys. We're just waiting for the Arnold to get their shit together and start streaming it. Yeah, you think they'd be smart and do that. So first thing I want to know too, where is everybody from in the chat? Right, your city or your country. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, Iran, India, Germany, New York, Iran, Cape Town, South Africa, Nepal, India, UK, Switzerland, Iran, Turkey, a lot of Iran, Texas, England, Brazil, Indonesia, Sweden, Switzerland, Zimbabwe, or yeah, I think that means Zimbabwe. Saskatchewan, Ian. I'm from Saskatoon. Detroit, Germany, Egypt, USA. A lot of Iranians in here. Let's go Iran, Texas, Portugal, Thailand, San Diego, Serbia, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Lithuania, Pakistan. Everybody's from everyone all over the world here. Greece, Madagascar. Wow. I want to go to Madagascar. That would be cool. Slovakia, Slovenia, Ottawa, Ontario. What's up? Zimbabwe. Awesome. So cool to see where everyone is from. Turkey, Australia is in the house. Let's go. Worldwide, UAE, France. All right, that was cool to see where everyone was from. Check the streams. Come on, Arnold, let's get it going. We're waiting. Okay. Yes, guys, we are in action here. The stream is a go. All right. Guys, if you're just joining, the stream has begun. Finally, we've been waiting. Thank you for joining. There's over 1,000 of you in the stream so far. Let's get to 3,000. Yesterday, we got to 2,500 live viewers, live real time at once in the chat. So let's do it again. Please like, please subscribe. I love you guys. The support is amazing. We're all in this together. We're watching this as a community of bodybuilding. It's a small community, but we're doing it together. We can debate, we can talk, have fun. It's all good, positive vibes. Appreciate you guys. The more likes, the better. It really does help. And donations too. If you want to give me a super thanks, $1, $2, it helps me continue to run this channel. I'm going to upgrade my microphone. I'm going to get a better headset. Really does help. I want to continue to bring better quality streams to you guys. Keep improving, getting better. This is going to be an exciting show, guys. Very, very exciting battle on this stage between Hadi Choopan, Samson Dauda, John De La Rosa, Akeem Williams, James Songstead, and then you got Antoine Villant and Mo Shaban. Excuse me, guys. I need some water. I'm losing my voice. It is almost go time. It's exciting. Okay. And okay, so what was on the agenda? So I think it's who else is going to be doing in the finals here? Is it just all men's? It's Arnold. Oh, so we're going to have a bikini, men's physique finals as well. So they'll probably start with bikini or men's physique, and then they'll bring in open bodybuilding at last, most likely. That's how they do it. Yeah, it's weird. I really tried to do, let me see, the full screen. Let me see here. But I have a MacBook, and for the life of me, and I've talked to another YouTuber and he had the same issue. He couldn't get it to go full screen. Let me make sure I'm 1080. No, I'm not 1080. 1080, let's go. Hey, that's another thing too, guys. Let's hope the light is good. I'm sure they got feedback. I messaged them. I said, guys, get the lighting right. What are you doing? Fix this. So hopefully the lighting is better because that's does makes a difference on our perspective of what we're looking at. I think I see Arnold in front. Is that no? It's not Arnold in the crowd there. No, that's not him. He's not there yet. Full screen. I don't want to wreck something. Guys, thank you for joining. There's more and more of you coming in. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It does help the channel. We are about to go here. Awesome. Thank you for the donation so much. I appreciate that, brother. If just all of you gave $1, that would help so much. I do appreciate it though, guys. It does help. Like I can get better equipment. Now, I was thinking about this about Samson Dauda, and this has happened before, where you see that the judges or the sport wants to really make it interesting. And because Samson did improve, will the judges give it to Samson Dauda? I just have a little bit of a feeling that they'll say, oh, well, Samson, because you know when Tyler Mannion does the recaps. Brian, man, thank you so much for the donation. Brian is a killer. He won our mutant contest last time too. He's on a roll. I'm glad you're able to join us, Brian. It'd be if someone could match Brian's donation, that would be awesome. Like that's you guys, like it really means so much to me. I just started this channel 1 year ago, right? We've just surpassed 6,000 subscribers in 1 year. We're almost at 1 million views total. So it's amazing. We're all a team here. We're all a community here, and I really appreciate it, you guys. The best MD community subscribers, you guys. Now, what was I talking about? Samson Dauda. You just click the super. There's a button right beside the chat bar where you type in your chat, and there's a little dollar sign beside the emoji. You just press it, and then make a donation that way. Again, it could be 50 cents, it could be 25 cents, like any little, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you guys are doing that and you're helping me, it really means a lot. Oh, Samson Dauda. So I do have this feeling that the judges may be like, well, Samson improved quite a bit from the Arnold. And the fact that he improved so much, we felt that it was enough to beat Hadi Choopan. And that's their excuse. Then it makes it more interesting. Hadi has a win, Samson has a win. They're both going into the Olympia. They're like, right? Just to make it better. So that is a little bit of a, I kind of feel that. I think it would be a travesty if they did that because Hadi Choopan is the better bodybuilder tonight and yesterday. And, you know, that's, that's a feeling I'm having. Brian, you can't think for some reason I cannot. Oh, but you just sent one, didn't you? Huh. I don't know. I don't know what I could do to fix that. It is working because there has been a few that have come in. Maybe because you've already did it. Are you only allowed to do it once? Oh, there's one. Thank you so much. Ditch is back in the chat. Welcome back. I appreciate you, man. Awesome. Appreciate that. It must be working because Ditch was able to do it. Sebastian, welcome to the chat. Do you think Hadi can beat Derek again? Yeah. His own coach thinks he can beat Derek. His own coach, Hadi Rambad, said, yeah, this version of Hadi Chupon at the Arnold, Ohio beats Derek Lunsford. So that's already been established. But obviously Derek Lunsford's training off season now and he's putting on some more size and he's coming in too. So we'll see. Can you say one negative thing about Hadi? Yeah, if you probably missed it, I was talking about Hadi's delts and how they're pointy and he's putting too much stuff in his delts. So I did. I'm full of transparency, right? We just talked about that earlier on in the stream. So that's an issue with Hadi Chupon. He needs to, but this then with that being said, Samson also has that same issue with the pointy delts. We did an analysis of it and we pointed it out. And it was a whole thing. I spent like 10 minutes on it. Thanks, Brian. Again, guys, I appreciate your donations. You will be pinned at the top of the chat when you make a donation. $1, 50 cents, anything. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. The more likes we get, the better the feed does. And the more of you come in here and we can do this together. Guys, they are very late. They are very late to start this. I'm not sure why. Catfish, I agree. Where are they? Let's go. What time is it? It's supposed to start at 12. It's 12:20. My time here in Vancouver, Canada. Wow, thank you, Ritesh Tapa. Hope I'm saying your name. Where are you from, Ritesh? Ritesh. I hope I'm butchering your name. Sorry. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, so they're very, very late. 9:20 in Egypt. So, Golham, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it, brother. I hearted that one. I can heart the donations. Should have done the other ones. Let me heart. Can I heart this? No, I can't heart that. Okay. Oh, so about me talking negatively, I don't, when I'm talking about, so the thing is, I don't want you guys to get mixed up when you're saying you negative. No, it's not negative. I'm not, we're just critiquing their physiques. We're judging their physiques. So it's not a negative thing, right? Don't look at it in that context. Look at it as he has pointy delts or he doesn't have striations in his rear delts, like you just said. I'm not going to call you out and say, well, you're being negative about Hadi Choopan. No, you're critiquing his physique. So let's push away the negative thing because that's not what it is. The negative would be Hadi Choopan sucks. He's a terrible bodybuilder and he's a terrible guy. That would be negative. And that's not what any of us do. I don't do that. I think I say the nicest things about Samson Data as a guy, as a human being. But it's his physique is what I'm criticizing. They're late, and Bob Ciccarello's not even on stage yet. I don't know why they would be this late. I've been doing this over 20 years. This is the first time they've been this late. Maybe 5, 10 minutes, but not 23 minutes late. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just criticizing their physiques, and we're discussing this together, guys. Nothing negative. Both Hadi Choopan and Samson Dowda, all the athletes are amazing athletes. They are the best in the world at what they do. And we get to watch them and judge them and critique their physiques. That's it. Some people are going to agree, some people are going to disagree. Finals have not started yet. They are late. Kingdom, you haven't missed anything yet. Just going to check some other feeds here. Okay. Guys, again, thank you for joining. Matthew, thank you for the donation. It has the same first name as me. I'm going to heart that. There we go. Matthew says, since you when you make a donation, I'm going to definitely read out your comment. I think Samson wins. They can point out Hadi's legs are not symmetrical, as well as Samson coming in tighter, like they have been asking. Yes, and Matthew, good point. And I just kind of said that. I was like, the judges may say, well, because Samson Dauda has improved so much. I don't know if it's so much, but he's improved that it's enough to take out Hadi Choopan here. They could do that. They could use it as an excuse. They just needed an excuse. And this could be the one. But I'm sticking to my prediction that Hadi Choopan's going to win this show because I know the judges see things we're not seeing because they're 5 feet away and we're watching a live stream with bad lighting on top of that. So I spoke to a few people that were at the show at the front row, and they were like, Hadi Choopan is ridiculous. He's on another level than Samson Dauda, and he's winning the show. They were sitting front row. Okay. The crowd, the live stream didn't pick up the crowd noise, but when Hadi Choopan came out on the stage, it erupted. It was crazy. That didn't, and Samson's from the UK. So you would think he'd have a hometown, big crowd. No, it was Hadi Choopan taking over that crowd. So the judges, they feel that pressure from the crowd reacting to him coming out on stage. And then Samson comes out, and then the crowd's like, yeah, okay. The judges know that stuff. They feel a little bit of that pressure. So, and they don't want to go against that, what the crowd wants. You can't deny it. So I'm sticking with my prediction that Hadi Choopan's going to win this show. It's going to be closer, but I don't think there's enough change from 2 weeks ago where Samson Dauda takes out Hadi Choopan. Samson Dauda didn't beat Hadi at the Olympia when Hadi was off. Hadi was off at the Olympia. Okay. If he was on like he was at the Arnold, Ohio, he would have beat Derek Lunsford. Hadi Rambam said that already. So now we have this new level of Hadi Choopan with bigger legs. His legs are bigger now than they were at the Olympia. And condition is better. How does Samson beat that? He didn't beat it at the Olympia. So this on paper, if you're writing this down and you're technically writing all the little fine details, Hadi Choopan wins. That's just how I see it. I can't. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to give a reason for why Samson Dauda wins, and I can't. With all my experience in watching these shows and these athletes, I can't. I can't bring that to the table. Otherwise, I would. When I see Samson Dauda, and I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna win. Wow. When I say that, he's gonna win the show for sure. But I haven't been able to say that to him yet. I haven't been impressed. But when I see Hadi Choopan come, I'm like, holy shit, fuck, no one's touching that. You just know, and I think the judges are seeing that too. Guys, again, thank you for joining. We're at a little over 1,500 live viewers right now. Yesterday, we got over 2,500 live viewers. So let's push it. I'm trying to get to 3,000, be an all-time record. We are the most busiest stream on YouTube right now. So thank you for joining. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, donate. I will highlight you when you take a donation out. I really appreciate it. It helps me in the channel. Guys, they are so late. This is ridiculous. What's going on? We are a half an hour late. Let me check some other things here. What in the F is going on? This is strange. I have an eerie feeling about this. Like, where's Bob? Guys, we're having some technical difficulties. We'll be out in 10 minutes. Sorry for there's nothing. Where's that? Let me refresh this. No, I don't think I need to refresh it. It's just, yeah, it's live. The hell? Just gonna see what some of the other streams are doing. Same thing. They're all waiting. Everyone's just waiting with a blank screen. There's nothing. Jesus. What is going on? Click, click gear settings under Zoom. Click on that square icon. Okay, I'm going to attempt this. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't. It just for some reason that doesn't work. Just makes my screen smaller. You saw it. You saw it happen right there. See? So Chrome. I don't know why it doesn't do it. Its MacBook is fuck. I don't know. Okay, I saw some movement in the camera. Okay, they're zooming in a little bit. Maybe we have a start time here. I have a feeling they're about to start. Oh shit, I missed. Okay. Wow, we have a lot of Hottie Shoe Pound fans. We have a lot of wolf emojis happening here. Who can post the most wolf emojis in the chat? I am killing time here, guys. This is the we are 31 minutes late. Oh, okay. Let's go time, guys. Let me get the volume here. Some of flesh and blood. We have Steve Reed, Mr. America and Mr. World, 1948. Fred Puck is named the man with the best about a body of the world. Some legends walk among us. What? She's been made from mind, sweat, mind and muscle, blood and vision, victory. I fear no man. Legends and champions grow. They win. They conquer. This legend guy in the legacy.
And now, please welcome the voice of professional bodybuilding, Bob Ciccarello.
You have to be careful with the copyright on the music, guys.
I'm doing Birmingham. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The 2024 Arnold UK. It's upon us, folks. And what a great show we had last night, and what a great show we're expecting here tonight. 3 categories on the stage for those that were at the prejudging: men's physique, bikini, and of course the men's open, all happening right here on tonight. We're going to find out who are the 2024 champions here at the Arnold. Folks, this show is an Olympia qualifying event. The Olympia this year, back in Las Vegas, weekend of October 15th at the Resorts World. So all the athletes here in this weekend, 3 of those athletes crowned on this stage just last night, all earning their golden ticket to the Olympia. I want to thank our worldwide audience. I want to welcome our worldwide audience viewing on our free live stream this year from around the world. All eyes are on Birmingham, folks, and we're going to have a great time here tonight because some of the best athletes in the world will be coming out in just a few moments. This show is sanctioned by the IFBB Professional League under the direction of our Pro League president, Mr. Jim Mannion. Your head judges for the event, Ms. Sandy Williamson, Mr. Steve Weinberger, and your IFBB vice president, Mr. Tyler Mannion. All right, folks, we're going to get right to it because we've got a great show lined up for you tonight.
Let's go.
The athletes are lined up and ready. The judges seated and in place. The only question left is fans here in Birmingham. Are you ready?
Are you guys ready?
No, you're not ready. Are you ready? Come on, folks. Give me a little bit something here.
Come on, guys, in the chat. I want to hear it. Let's go. All right, Bob. We've been ready for a half an hour.
Folks, I want to thank 2 of our sponsors here tonight for our live stream coverage. And of course, there's our good friends from ESN and Bucked Up. And our expo sponsors, Young LA, and our good friends from Italy, Tanada in the house. Folks, none of this would be possible without great organization and the leadership that we have here at the Arnold Sports Festival. Please welcome your Executive Director of the Arnold Sports Festival, Mr. Brian Powers.
All right, Brian Powers, the man behind the show.
I don't know who chose that music, but great choice. I wanted to thank all of you for coming out this weekend. 18 months ago, we weren't sure we would be back. And we spent a lot of time thinking and researching and trying to figure out if it made the best decision or not. But ultimately, it came down to Arnold, and Arnold said, this is something that we have to do. That we have to give athletes an opportunity, that we have to give brands an opportunity to interact with fans, and we have to go out, most importantly, and have a great time. And I can tell you, walking the floors today, seeing families, fathers and sons, daughters and mothers, celebrating fitness, I was really happy and satisfied with the result. I wanted to thank our title sponsor, Panada, our title sponsor of the entire Arnold Sports Festival, Young LA, and our title sponsor of the Strongman competition, Rogue Fitness, for their generous contributions and investments in our show. They are, in part, what allow us to provide the experience to you and the opportunity for athletes to make more money. Finally, I want to thank each of you fans in attendance today, and all of our expo participants and our Strongman attendees as well. You guys are what make the show possible. And without your attendance, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. There was a great man who once said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And you guys give me that opportunity. And I can't tell you how much it means to me and the people that work for me. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the greatest bodybuilder of all time and one of the most prolific people to ever walk this earth, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Brian, for the nice introduction. It's exactly the way I wrote it. But anyway, it's great to be here. And it is great to have the Arnold Classic in England. This was always my dream to have it in England because I started my career in England. When I won the Mr. Universe contest in London in 1967, then the second time in 68, and in 69 and 70. I came back many, many times. And so I always credit England as my start of my bodybuilding career. Then eventually I moved to America and then won a bunch of Mr. Olympia titles and Mr. World and all of those things. So it was really a great, great beginning. And I always felt very passionate about bringing the show to England. We did it 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever it was. We started out on a rocky road. But now we took over the production ourselves. And now everything is going to be great. That I can guarantee you. And the day when I walked around at the fitness convention, at the expo, and I saw all of those companies displaying their goods, and I saw all the excited people, all full of energy, working out there, and looking at all these different products and all this, I was so excited to see my vision realized. And now to come in here today to see a packed house here at the Arnold Classic, I mean, this is really fantastic. So I tell you, you make my day, because I always say this show is only possible because of the great sponsors that we have, because of the great athletes that we have, but also because of the great spectators that we have. So thank you very much, and I hope that you have a great, great evening. Thank you very much. See you.
Awesome. We love Arnold.
All right, thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Brian, for what you both do to continue advancing the sport of bodybuilding and, of course, this festival and this weekend. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the athletes are lined up and ready to go. So we are going to bring out our individual presentations for our men's open competitors.
Okay.
Please welcome your first competitor, top 5 at his last Arnold Classic from right here in the United Kingdom. Please welcome James Hollingshead.
All right, guys, here we go. Right off, starting with bodybuilding, thank God. Let's see if the lighting is better. The lighting is better from what I can initially see. It's brighter, guys. Yes. They listen to us. All right, let's take a look at James. He is tighter. He is tighter and drier from the back. Plus, again, the lighting is going to make everyone look better because it's brighter. So thank God. Side tricep. Side chest looks good. Let's look at the midsection. Has that improved? A little bit of a vacuum there when he did that. The abs do look better. Yeah, he does look better. Just make sure you control that midsection in between the poses, James. Don't forget about it. This is a good camera quality right here. Nice. Hamstrings and glutes look good. Back is good. James has improved for the finals. What do you guys think about James? Where is he placing? I have him in 5th place. Could be 4th or 5th. Okay. Top 6, 5th, 4th or 5th. Edgar Singh says 6th. TJ Riley says 5th. 5th. Elliott. Can he beat Akeem? If Akeem looks better tonight, no. Can he beat De La Rosa? No, De La Rosa's already ahead of him. So I think he's a solid 5th place. But he improved. So awesome. I've worked out with James Hollingshead. Awesome guy, super polite. Awesome.
Placing 6th just 2 weeks ago tonight, making his UK debut. Ladies and gentlemen, born in Grenada, currently residing in Clifton, New Jersey. Please welcome the Beast, Hakeem.
All right.
William.
We're going to get a side-by-side first impressions here, James and now Akeem. Is Akeem tighter? Let's take a look. Yes, James looks tighter. The tan looks better. Again, the lighting is better, guys. The lighting is spot on. We are so lucky. Main thing we want to see from Akeem is the back. So we're going to see, but the quads look a little bit tighter and harder. I wouldn't say he's any fuller here. I think he's just a little bit more polished. A little bit tighter, I would say. So Akeem did what he needed to do for the finals. So De La Rosa now has his work cut out. Side quad is shredded. One of the best side chests in the game, especially in this lineup. Glutes and hamstrings, yeah. He brought it for the finals. Back looks much improved from prejudging. You can't, guys, because it's copyright music. I can't have the volume on the music. Akeem looks tremendous. He may have bumped himself into 3rd. We have to see John De La Rosa first. All right.
Your next competitor won the Arnold Classic just 2 weeks ago.
Akeem in 3rd, guys.
Olympian champion from Fars Providence, Iran.
There we go. Hadi Shupa. Whoa. I don't think this music is copyrighted. He definitely put on a darker coat of tan. Arnold is filming him with the selfie, guys. You were worried about that. So was I, kind of. He did do the selfie with Hadi, which could be a signal, guys. Whoa, the glutes do look better. Hamstrings. Again, this is better lighting. Gotta be careful with that music. Hadi's a little fuller here as well, but he's maintained that conditioning. Wow, look at there. Now you can see the density in the chest, that view right there. Wow. And we're going to get a good look at Samson in this lighting now, because Samson's so dark, it's hard when the lighting isn't good. So we're going to see now. I guarantee you Samson's probably going to look better in this lighting because it's brighter. Howdy's color is, to me, maybe a tad too dark, but these side camera angles, you can see the density and the quality of his muscle, which is what the judges are seeing. When you see him front on in the live stream, it doesn't really show it, but wow, you guys, like, imagine the judges seeing that 5 feet away. They're super impressed. So Hadi did what he had to do. Came in a little fuller. Conditioning is spot on still. I can't. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Your next competitor, third place at the Olympia, runner-up just 2 weeks ago. Tonight, he's back for revenge. From right here in United Kingdom, Samson Dauda.
Okay, guys. The music, I can't play it too loud. Oh, he looks a little flattened from the upper body. Just remember Hadi's condition. What are your guys' impressions? What do you guys think? What you're seeing? I can't play Purple Rain. It's going to be copyrighted music, guys. He's posing to Purple Rain. He doesn't have that sharpness that Hadi has. Like, it's now with the lighting even better. You can kind of really, you can't hide anything in the lighting here. He doesn't look sharp. He looks good, but he doesn't. There's something like a film of water or something on his body. He's got such beautiful shape, though, guys. It's hard. He gets away with a lot because of his shape. Watch his midsection too. Keep an eye on that. He's definitely holding water. It has to be water. It just distorts his physique. Across the upper chest is where I'm looking. Into the delts, it's blurry. It looks blurry, is the good word for it. You guys have to look at these details. Okay, here we go. Backside. Look at the hams and glutes. No, it's just not. I don't know. I think he might have looked better in prejudging, like sharper, drier. What are your guys' thoughts? Am I the only one seeing this? Am I crazy, or who? Leave a comment. He looks smoother. Even when he does the vacuum, it doesn't look as dry. Okay, guys. He doesn't. Even that chest isn't as striated. When he couldn't, it's not popping as much. Remember the side angle camera view that we had of Hadi, and you're seeing it on Samson. It's not the same. Okay, guys. I wanted to see it improve Samson in the final. I didn't see it. He looked better at prejudging, in my opinion. In prejudging, I was like, oh shit, okay, he's coming. He improved.
We got a fight tonight, folks. Please welcome your next competitor, fourth place at the Arnold Classic tonight,
Yes.
making his United Kingdom debut.
Better lighting, worse Samson.
Please welcome John Della Rosa.
Wow. That was something. All right, John. Let's see if John looks better. We saw Akeem. He's posing to this song, guys. That's all I can play. I can't play that much of it. Hey, wait a minute. Can Akeem surpass both De La Rosa and Samson Dauda? Let's see. Can De La Rosa surpass Samson? We got to wait and see how John looks from the back. But can Akeem pass De La Rosa? Okay, let's wait. Now, De La Rosa's sharp from the back. I think he's tighter. Again, the lighting is better. Look at the Christmas tree, lower back. So he does look better from the back here than he did in prejudging, which is what he needed to do to solidify his third place. But I don't know. We're going to see what they do in the comparisons, the call outs. Guys, I'm not biased. Samson did not look as good there in the finals. I mean, we were waiting for it. Better lighting. I thought the better lighting would make him look better. It didn't. Made him not look as. I mean, it just pointed out what we were all concerned about was his conditioning. You can see the difference in density. It's a night and day.
The Arnold Classic 2 weeks ago, tonight, making his UK debut from Quebec, Canada. Please welcome Antoine Valiant.
My neck. He was just holding water, guys. He probably tried to come in a little fuller, and that's what happened. He just kind of. Now let's take a look at Antoine. Antoine looks a little bit smoother than he did at prejudging. First initial look. Like the quads is where I'm seeing the smoothness. Yeah, Antoine looked better at prejudging, in my opinion. Barb Barrow says this could be the beginning of the end for Samson. Something's not right. I don't know. He needs to find the coach. He needs to find the right formula because he is so genetically gifted, you guys. He can easily become the Mr. Olympia. I would like to see Akeem next to Hadi Choopan. And I think Samson may be in third. We're going to see. Because Akeem had feathers, striations in his quads, deep separation, the hamstrings, the glutes. So, and he's just as big as Samson. Can Akeem shock everyone tonight and come in second? Because Samson looked watery around the shoulder area, the quads, the back. So I don't know. I really wanted to see Samson come in better for the finals to make it that much more of a battle. But it didn't. You guys, I'm not the only one that's seeing that Samson looked watery. I'm not the only one saying that. So there's no bias here. I have a feeling Akeem could potentially move up a spot here and take out John De La Rosa, um, and push Samson out for that second spot. We're gonna see. You got to bring it, guys. Don't excuse Samson, right? He has to fucking work and bring it. If you want to be a champion, you have to be the best, and he's not bringing his best. Unfortunately, that happens. Yeah. Mo Shaban, Mo usually comes in great condition. He was really conditioned in prejudging. I think Mo looked better in prejudging. He was tighter in prejudging. Guys, thank you again for joining. We have the most live viewers in our stream out of all the streams that are running this right now. So I thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, man, we're killing it. You guys, there's a huge ad. Some people think I'm being biased towards Hadi. I'm not. There's no bias. I just pointing out what I see. If you don't agree, that's fine. You don't have to agree. But the consensus in the chat was Samson didn't look as good for the most part from what I saw in the chat. Good job, Mo. Mo he's in great shape. Like, look at that. Why can't Samson have that vascularity and that conditioning throughout the front of his body? But look at the veins in the legs here, Mo. Across the chest. This sharpness. It's like you turn the sharpness up on a picture, and for Mo, you turn the sharpness up, and then for Samson, you turn the sharpness down, and his body starts to look blurry. He's got that blurriness across his physique. That's it. That's what it is. The sharpness isn't there.
Tonight here at the Arnold Classic, presented by Panana. Speaking of Panana, folks, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize that one of our own is here tonight, a legend in the sport, the maestro of muscle himself, celebrating 50 years of excellence, all the way from Italy, Rudy Panana. Folks, you've seen some of the best physiques in the world right here on this stage. Now, well, we want to see who's got some of the best physiques out there in Birmingham. We've got the Pan Cam on tonight, folks. This is your golden chance to show everybody in the world what you got. Let's get that Pan Cam going, folks. Birmingham, show me what you can do.
The fan cam. I can't play that copyright music. I'm gonna try and go live on my Instagram here, guys. Oh, they got a little pose down. We are live, guys. We're over 2,000 live right now. Join the chat. Join us on YouTube. The chat is very busy, as you can see. We have a lot of Hottie Chupon fans in here.
So we're gonna have the fan cam on a little bit later in the program. We gotta do a little bit better than that, folks. Let's see a pose down. Any fans of bikini here tonight?
What's posed down, Bob?
Well, we had a great prejudging for those that were at the expo. We have 13 of the best athletes in the world right here tonight. We're going to introduce our ladies one at a time and, of course, come back with a confirmation round of scoring.
Okay, guys, I need a quick bathroom break. So I'm just going to shut my camera off. I'm going to use the washroom and I'll be right back. Well, the bikini comes on stage. And then men's bodybuilding finals will be after this. The awards will be handed out. All right, guys. Took a little break there during the bikini. Get my camera back on here. I got an apple. Got to refuel. There we go. We are back. So we'll see how long the bikini takes. There's a lot of competitors. I think isn't she the past winner? She looks familiar. Guys, again, thank you for joining. I know we're taking a little bit of a break here, so some of you are on a break. But if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Please like the video. It does help the channel. I really appreciate you guys joining. We just watched men's bodybuilding finals round, preliminary round. And from what I saw, it looks like Hadi Choopan is your winner. And Samson has left a door open for Akeem Williams, maybe John De La Rosa, to come in and take him out. Not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying he's left the door open. And what that says is that Samson looked better at prejudging, and he's faded into finals here. Now I'm just going to check to see if there's any video up of that. Up by Gilco. Okay, they're bringing out the comparisons now, so this should go pretty quickly. All right.
Think about, I need 3, I need 10, Taya, 11, Alice, and 13, Octavia.
They look great. Again, guys, thank you for joining. I really do appreciate it. I'm just waiting to get through bikini, and then I think men's physique is coming out. Then we'll get back to bodybuilding awards. Hadi Tibeho, I keep saying your name right. Hadi is more conditioned, and he's got striations through his front upper body, and he has more mature physique than Samson. That is why Hadi is winning today. Tamers says, I think 1/4 bigger size. Okay.
7, 8.
Who do you have winning the women's bikini? I don't know. I don't know. How many are you here to watch women's bikini? Hey, I gotta ask because people are like, you're so negative on the women's divisions. I'm like, well, I'm not negative. I'm here to watch bodybuilding. Right? That's what my channel is dedicated to. It's not dedicated to women's bikini. So when it comes on, I kind of get bored. I don't mind the bikini division, but it's just like it's not what I'm critiquing. I don't know how to even judge the bikini. And you got to realize they get more stage time than the guys. The guys are in and out, hit the poses, get off stage. Bikini, there's like 50 competitors up there. Why isn't there more male competitors? Why don't they invite more athletes in the open bodybuilding to compete? Look at how many open bikini competitors there is here. So I have nothing against it. It's just it just takes time. Okay, that's done.
UK bikini lineup. We'll see our ladies back a little bit later in the program. Thank you, ladies.
Oh, where did I do that? Okay, they pumped the volume there for a second. There they go. They
The finals and judges have limited down to your top 6 men's physique competitors.
men's physique.
We're going to bring them out for their individual.
Men's physique is okay. I can kind of judge their physiques a little better.
Please welcome your first competitor. He is the winner of the Arnold Classic just 2 weeks ago. From Maringa, Brazil, please welcome Diogo Montenegro.
All right. So this guy won last week, 2 weeks ago in Ohio. To me, I feel he looked better in Ohio than he does here. It looks a little smoother. Great back development. It actually looks like he has pretty good calf and decent leg development to a degree. He looks a little flat compared to how he looked in Ohio.
Weinberger's NTC Universe just last year. Tonight, making his United Kingdom debut. From Buffalo, New York, please welcome 13.
Okay, I moved my cursor. Thank you for pointing that out. Guys, again, welcome back to the chat. We are just waiting for men's open bodybuilding to come back on stage. I want to get us back above 2,000 live views again. As soon as bodybuilding finished, a lot of you guys dropped off. I get it. You're taking a break. You're getting your protein shakes in. But when you come back, I really appreciate the likes. The more likes the video gets, the better we do in the algorithm, and it helps the channel. And I can continue to do more of these live streams and chat with you and build the community together. Appreciate you guys so much. Rupak. It's 2 p.m. midnight. This guy's back looks pretty good. Yes, again, we did this earlier in the show. Where is everybody from in the chat right now? I'm in Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I know we had a lot of Iranian fans in here. California, New York, Indonesia, Germany, LA, Guyana, New Zealand. I haven't seen a New Zealand, so that's the first time for New Zealand. Shout out. Iran, Oregon, Germany again, Sydney, Australia, North Korea. What? You're allowed to even watch the YouTube in North Korea? Shit. Wow, that is the first North Korean. All right, awesome. France, Halifax, Hong Kong, Florida, Denmark, Poland, Ireland, Kenya, Trinidad, Belgium. Man, that North Korea, that shocked me. That's awesome that you're able to watch. Philippines, Toronto, what's up? Saudi Arabia, Nairobi, Kenya, Kansas. I hope he's. Do you think the guy? Okay, I mean, he trolled me on the North Korea. I was like, Kim Jong Un isn't allowing that stuff. You can't watch the Arnold. Maybe he has a VPN. He's bypassing Kim. Iran, Afghanistan, India, lots of India. Man, Brian, thank you so much, brother. You are the best. Can I pin this? I'm trying to pin yours to the. I can't do anything to it, but thank you so much, Brian. Brian, what are your thoughts on the show? Who do you have winning, Hadi or Samson? You can ask me any question, Brian. I can give you a shout out. Pakistan, South Africa, Tanzania. Love it that we have so many people from Asia watching. Iran, a lot of Germans in here.
Folks, while I have a second.
Birmingham, England. Well, you should be at the expo watching it in person. I've been to Birmingham many times. Love Birmingham. Uganda, Afghanistan. Jet, where are you from? Can't see that little emoji. Can't make what that is. Hey, I will block you, healthy water community. You just don't. Let's keep it cool in here. Romania, Egypt, Poland, Sweden, Algeria. Man, thank you guys. You guys are everywhere. Albania. Man, Albania. Wow. Man, that North Korea comment, that just still stuck with me. Canada. Okay, now everyone's saying North Korea. The Philippines, Kurdistan, Boston. All over the place. I love it. The lost city of Atlantis. We got a lot of Hottie fans in here. Got the wolf emoji. Israel, Russia, Russian. You must be using a VPN in Russia. All right, I think what's the men's bodybuilding awards here?
Here in the UK. All right, folks. Well, last night we saw the prejudging right here on this stage. We just seen their individual routines. Now it is time for the all-important confirmation round.
All right.
For our Arnold Classic Open Men.
Let's go, guys.
Let's bring our athletes on the stage at this time. All 7 on stage, please.
Here we go. Here we go.
Folks, I'm told by the judges this is a very, very close competition.
See you guys.
And this confirmation round is being judged live here tonight.
They're already saying it's close.
Let's have some fun here.
Is that a signal that they're going to give it to Samson Dauda? So that means Samson is definitely not getting third.
All right. This is going to be a good one tonight. Let's have our gentlemen on stage, please.
Here we go. They say it's very close. So they've been talking backstage. The judges have been talking. You know how this works. And is that a signal? I don't think it is based on how Samson looked this evening.
Akeem, Hadi, Samson, and John.
Okay, there's your top four. We already knew that.
Akeem and John switch, please.
Okay, that means John is in third so far. Akeem shouldn't be waving his hands in the air for that call because that's not where you want to be.
Front double bicep.
Yeah, Akeem's not getting ahead of Samson, that's for sure. Now that we can see him side by side.
Flat spread.
Yeah.
Side chest.
Akeem needs to move closer to Samson. There you go, Akeem. There you go. There. You got to get in there. Yeah, that pose stands out. Hadi stands out in that pose.
Back lat spread.
It's just very complete. No. No, Samson, don't nod.
Tricep.
Okay, Samson's nodding his head with some confidence there. That's good to see. Let's see the midsection. A little bit of protrusion there with Samson. Body's nice and tight. The color on Hadi, I was a little wonky. It's a little blotchy. I'm gonna call it on the tan is a little too dark in some spots on Hadi, which it blurs his lines a little bit. Samson's midsection is out there a little bit. Pull that vacuum.
Your favorite, most muscular.
Wow. No one can touch Hadi in that most muscular.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
Okay. Samson just is not as crisp in the chest. Like you can't touch Hadi with that.
Let's go, guys. Back in line.
Well, Steve's not messing around. Guys, what is your impression here? What do you think?
Anton and Mohammed.
Samson or Hadi? This is a much closer battle. Let's be honest. It is. Gotta turn that music down a little bit. It's freaking me out, the copyright.
Front double bicep.
Who has Samson winning after they've just saw those comparisons?
Max, Jason, Anton, switch.
So James has been solidified into 5th place, as we all expected.
Lat spread.
I know. I keep reminding myself the conditioning, the density, what the judges see in person versus the live stream, guys. You have to remember that. It's a completely different look that we see. If Hadi looks shredded and crazy on the live stream, imagine what it is in person.
Back double bicep.
I'm sticking with it. Hadi Choopan is going to win this show. But it was closer. Yeah, James is a solid 5th place. I think they're going to call out Hadi and Samson by themselves. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, James is just spilled out. You spill out when you eat too many carbs, or you just fat load whatever he was doing. Yeah, it was just too much. Yeah, James is in 5th. A lot of you in the chat are saying that you think Hadi Choopan has won this show, but you don't know. You never know what the judges are going to do. You don't know what their agenda is. Something. Okay, here we go. So this is the battle. This is great. I'm glad they're doing this against two friends, two longtime friends, Akeem and John De La Rosa. This is a good idea to do this for 3rd spot battle. Who's winning this pose? Front double bicep. Akeem looks good in this shot. So does John. I think I would give that to Akeem. Front lat spread. I would think I'd give that to Akeem. His quads are a little tighter and more feathered. And he had some more striations in the chest, side chest. Yeah, the side quad. Sorry about that card, guys. It goes to Akeem because Akeem's brought the conditioning back. So, man, it could be. I would give that to John De La Rosa because you have to go top to bottom. Akeem is good in the glutes and hamstrings there, but then look at the Christmas tree. Akeem's Christmas tree is really weird. He's got some atrophy in his back when he does that. So I would say John is more complete in his pose. So I think John wins that pose, the back poses, both poses there. Side tricep. Man, I would have to give that to Akeem. It's very good that they're just giving these guys the comparisons by themselves. Ab and thigh. Akeem is looking very good here, guys. So it looks like because he's bigger and he has good conditioning. So, and what Steve is doing here, he's seeing who's going to fade first in these rounds. Who's going to start sweating? Who's right? And who's going to improve throughout these rounds? To me, John looks a little bit faded here, and Akeem is holding it tight. That side chest is really hard to touch on Akeem. He knows it. Back double bicep. Akeem is so impressive because he's so big. But I do give the back double bicep to John. Sorry, my neck is sore. I give that to John because his back is tighter and drier. And he's got the striated glutes as well. Side tricep. Their obliques are both not really showing through. Akeem's stomach is protruding a little bit there. That's very close. Some of these are very close on these poses. And then the ab and thigh, they're both very similar. It's just who do you like better? They both have all the body parts. They're not missing any body parts. John's calves are bigger. but Akeem just looks a little sharper, and the quads are a little more separated. So if I'm a judge, I would say pose for pose, Akeem won more of the poses, which puts Akeem in third place. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hadi running to the center as Samson walks slowly to the center.
Double bicep.
They're playing that music so loud. Yeah, you can see the blurriness across the top of Samson's physique. I would have to say I think Hadi looked better in prejudging. And Hadi's tan. Who agrees with me? Hadi's tan is a little blotchy. Like there's a dark spot in his obliques, and then there's a light spot. It's not even, which makes it look like it not as polished.
Back lat spread.
Look at the glutes. Look at the hamstrings. Look at how wide Hadi's back is. Look at the waistline. Tight, midsection, obliques. Look at the obliques on Samson. Look at them on Hadi. Samson is just, there's nothing there. You have to look at all the details. Strided quads on Hadi, where the quads look a little faded and blurry on Samson. And then that midsection is continuing to protrude out. Walk forward, Hadi. There you go. Walk forward again, because Samson, there you go. Keep up with Samson. Samson's trying to play some angles here. Yeah.
Switch sides.
Yeah. Hadi. Remember, Hadi can't hear that well, so don't blame him for that one. All right. See, Hadi looks better in this lighting. So the stage, it's a little brighter on this side. Why? That's why Steve did that. Now look at Hadi's quads. They pop much more here. See, now Samson doesn't look as good because he's in the bad lighting.
Double bicep.
Yeah, Hadi looks better in this lighting here. So that's what's going on. And I give that shot to Hadi. Look at the symmetry in that pose. Look at that wide lats on Hadi. It's just, you can't. And he's given up, what, 30 pounds to Samson? Come on. Who's the most complete in this pose? And that, when I say complete, I mean conditioned. Side tricep, abs, obliques, the tricep itself, the chest striations. Who's more complete? You have to ask yourself if you're judging the show. Don't just go, oh, I think he looks better. You can't do it that way. Abs and thigh. Who has better abs? Who has better thighs? And then who is more conditioned? Add those three components together. That should give you your winner. And that's why I'm trying to tell you guys these things, because you're probably not going to hear that on other channels. because they don't look at it like that. But I really nitpick it down and dissect it as if I was a judge judging them. I have to give each component its due justice. Just look at the chest striations. It's just another level. Howdy, man. Both amazing athletes. Samson Dowda's amazing athlete. Hadi Chupin, they're both great guys. The fact that we get to watch this is awesome. Hadi is having a good time up there. He seems very confident, which he should be. He worked hard. He's in condition. You know, who's sweating up there? Who's not sweating? Antoine's very dry, so you know he's in condition. He's got that water removed. Are they going to go on the into the audience? Let's see. No, they're not. Okay. Look at the density and Hadi in there when he's standing next to Samson. And when Samson hits that most muscular, you can see this doesn't pop like Hadi does. If he did have that, man, Samson would be the Mr. Olympia 2 times over already, but he's not. It's a good show, man. This is a close battle between Hadi Chupin and Samson. It is much closer. There's some good shots of Samson close-ups. Akeem going to come in third? You remember they judged this yesterday, 50%, and they're judging 50% now. And we all know Hadi was leading in the prejudging, I'm assuming. And Hadi did enough to maintain his look into finals. I would say Hadi looked better in prejudging. Even under the bad lighting, he looked better. So in finals, I think he's okay. And the finals for Samson, I think Samson looked better in prejudging as well. So that's why it's very close, because they kind of trended in the same direction, where they both didn't look, in my opinion, better for finals. So it's kind of evened it out there. No one really took a big change going into finals. AP says Samson in fourth. No, he's not fourth.
I don't know, those guys over there were pretty tough. Let's see who can get the job done here tonight. Birmingham, pose down.
Oh, cannot play that copywritten music. Well, take your shirt off if you're going to do a pose down. Jesus. I think it's pretty cool that they do this for the fans in the audience. Have some fun out there. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about the truck in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. We got the kids in the pose down. I love the Arnold Classic. Giving back to the athletes, $500,000 next year, first prize, place prize, $500,000. That's what we want to see. The sport continue to grow. Okay, all right. But again, guys, thank you for joining the live stream here. Please remember to like the video and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. We are growing, and I'm glad you guys joined me for the stream. This is awesome. We are still the top stream on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining me, taking the time. All right. I think they're going to bring out the men's physique and bikini, or the men's physique awards. We'll see.
We having fun tonight, folks. Folks, earlier in the day, we had some very special athletes on the stage, extraordinary in every way. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage the director of your pro wheelchair bodybuilding, the Beast, Nick Scott.
Guys, what do you think? They're gonna switch it up on us and give Samson the win? Or are they gonna shock us? You know how they do that sometimes.
Gentlemen, please welcome your Arnold Classic UK 2024 winner, Gabriel and Truly. Raising his hand in victory, presenting the first place award and the title, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, Arnie. Can't with that copyright music. That's fine. Good job, man. The guy looks awesome.
six here tonight. So I can have our top six ladies on stage, please. Presenting the sixth
All
place
right.
award. Mr. Gerard Ignason, brand ambassador for Primal Strength.
Okay, I just can leave the music down. It's just bikinis here. Uh, man, they definitely said it was close. So we're going to see what happens here. Definitely have Akeem, I think, in third place. Okay. Okay, I had to mute that for a sec while someone revved his dirt bike in the background. Yeah, so it's definitely close. As they said, it's close. I don't think Samson did enough to overcome Hadi Choopan's conditioning. That's for sure. But I think they're just trying to build up some drama. Hadi is the winner. It says Amin or Amin. Thank you again, guys, for joining. Really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Men's Open Awards are coming up next. Is it going to be Hadi Choopan? Is it going to be Samson Dauda? We're going to see here in a little bit. It's coming right up. Definitely think, again, I'm sticking with my pick on Hadi Choopan. I think we're going to have a lot of upset fans if Hadi loses tonight. Who in the chat has Samson Dauda winning? I really don't see a lot of people saying that, but I want to see who has Samson winning after what you've seen. Roland says Hadi will lose. Casey says Samson won. Rolly has Samson because of his structure. And I told you, don't get overwhelmed by his structure. You have to look at all the fine details. And that's what a lot of people do. They just like, oh, his symmetry. Oh my God, he looks so good. But there's more to that. There's more to that. Samson takes it for me. Samson way more aesthetic. Again, you're looking at his structure. You're not looking at his conditioning. I get it. And that can distract you from how he actually looks and what you need to be watching on that stage. So the stream is not delayed. The bikini is on right now, guys. We are good to go. All right. So as I said, people get, so impressed with his aesthetics, his shape, that they kind of overlook, the other details that you need to look at. Congratulations to her for winning. It's a big deal to win. People overlook Hadi's bad shape because they are impressed by his details. You could make a point about that, but I don't think Hadi's shape is that bad. He's very complete. He's a little bit more boxy than Samson. And like I said, I prefer Samson's structure over Hadi's for sure. He is better and more aesthetically pleasing than Hadi Shupa. I don't think Arnold's going to talk to her. Maybe he will. We'll see. No, Samson hasn't won this yet. The men are coming up after. We're just getting through the bikini round here. They're just playing music on here, right, guys? Donnie says Hadi should have won clearly, but unfortunately, we're going to see if they gave it to Samson. We're going to see. We will see. It's definitely close, guys. I can feel it. It's close. It's close. Yeah. So we're going to see here. I just think you got to remember, they had prejudging already, right? And from prejudging, I think Hadi clearly was in the lead there. And tonight, I think Samson didn't look as good as he did in prejudging. And he really needed to come in to the finals looking way better, and he didn't. So to me, that should solidify Hadi tonight here, guys. But it's close. Close doesn't mean Samson wins. It just means Samson closed the gap. That's it. Closed the gap a little bit. Mohammed says Hadi is the owner of the first position of that stage. Mateus says Hadi fans will cry worse than the Mr. O. The finals have not completed yet, guys. We're not there yet. We're doing men's physique right now. And then bodybuilding awards come up next. We're almost there. I still have Hadi Chupin winning the show, guys. Amin, thank you for the compliment there. I really try to say it like it is. I really don't try to sugarcoat, and that tends to kind of upset some people when I say maybe things they don't like to hear about their favorite bodybuilder. I get that, but I do have Hadi Chupin winning, just like at the Arnold, Ohio, when people say, "Oh, Samson's going to win. Samson's winning the Arnold, Ohio," and I was like, "No, I made my predictions, and Hadi Chupin won because I saw the conditioning that Hadi was bringing in, leading into the show with his updates. Right when I saw Samson's updates, I was like, "Where's the glutes? Where are they? You can't. This isn't going to happen." So we'll see. Brian Nasser, if they give it to Samson, that would be wrong. I agree. I mean, Hadi just beat him 2 weeks ago. His conditioning looks the same here. It's the same bodybuilder. He didn't change. So why would Samson beat him with the same type of look that Samson pretty much had 2 weeks ago? Maybe a tad bit sharper, but then now he looks a little bit more flat and faded and blurry in the finals. I just can't see. Well, he just looks so much better, and he beat Hadi Chupin. Then the judges lose a little bit of credibility there. So the volume is just music playing and Bob like announcing.
The fourth place award and presented to Clarence McSpadden.
Clarence, fourth place in men's physique. Harry says Samson winning would be wrong. It would just tell the judges now prefer an aesthetic look over condition. Remember Wesley and Ramon. Okay. The men's is coming up right after men's physique. We're almost there, guys. Thank you again for joining. If you're new to the chat, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video. It helps the algorithm in YouTube. I will continue to do these live streams for you guys. I really appreciate you guys joining. I love you all you guys joining today. All Day Protein says every day Samson is coached by his woman, he becomes better. Yesterday, today, no exception. Samson was better. AP says Samson bubble gut bonanza. Do I think Akeem can beat Samson? Not yet. No, I don't think he can. It's close. Mohammed says in order to overcome Hadi, Samson must increase the density of his muscles so that he does not lose too much muscle when he wants to dry out. The Roast King says literally hating Samson for why? For what? 1 second. I gotta get my door just swung open here, guys. All right, guys, I had to hit the washroom very quickly before we go back to the men's open. All right. So I got to catch up on the chat. Phil, look at Phil Heath, man. He's still holding so much size. I know people have been saying that they think Phil Heath is going to come back. Oh, let's listen to Arnold here.
Do you think so? This was an upset today. I mean, you came in like gangbusters. You did great, good posing, perfect body. How do you feel?
Feel good. You know, that's what I wanted. Been waiting for this for, I guess, the last 2 weeks.
Well, you look great. And just remember, you have 14 Mr. Olympia titles right up here next to you, backing you up all the way. All right? Congratulations. You look great. You deserve it.
He doesn't have much to say, does he?
Great job. Thank you.
That's your moment when you get to talk to Arnold, but I guess he didn't have much to say. All right. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so we're going into open men's bodybuilding finals now.
$100,000. Just saying. Just saying.
No, Phil's never coming back to stage. He's retired.
Gentlemen, we got to get some pictures, please. Everybody tighten it up a little bit towards the center. Your best pose, gentlemen.
Okay, what is this? Hardy deserves to lose because he only eats carbs and bread. Okay, come on, guys. Don't make Lee remove you from the chat. So we have a mixture of people in here saying, you know, Samson should win, and we have some saying that Hardy should win. I say the poll skews more towards Hardy, but we do have some Samson fans in here, which is good to see, because I am a fan of Samson Dowda too.
All right, folks, this is it. You guys ready?
All right, guys.
Where's my Hottie fans at?
Where the Hardy fans at?
Where's my Samson fans at? Got a very, very close competition here, folks. Let's have our top 6 gentlemen on stage, please.
Here we go, guys. This is it. Okay, before they make the announcement, I am calling that Hardy Shupin is going to get first place here. A lot is on the line with my prediction. Whew.
And our presenters are ready. Presenting the 6th place award, once again, I'd like to welcome back to the stage Mr. Tadeusz Zarewski, the CEO of Fitness Authority.
Welcome back to the chat, guys. We have the awards now.
Tadeusz, please take the 6th place award and present it to Mohammed Shaban.
Oh, wow. So that means Antoine is in 7th. Which I could see. that call. Mohammed looks good. Well deserved for Mohammed Shaban. Great guy. Definitely a bright future in the industry here. Very dense, muscle conditioned. That's the type of conditioning you want to see on an athlete right there. Dryness. Just like Phil Heath brought to the stage. Ronnie Coleman did it. Jay Cutler.
David, please take the 5th place award and present it to James Hollingshead.
Congratulations, James Hollingshead. Again, 5th place, back-to-back 5th place positions at these Arnolds. He did not make enough improvements to bounce into that 4th or even 3rd spot. But very good for James Hollingshead. Here we go, guys. Is it John De La Rosa or Akeem? You know, my brother from another mother, Kevin Lebroni.
Presented to John De La Rosa.
Ooh. And I did call that when they come out in the comparisons. I said Akeem as 3rd. He improved enough. We were assessing him, broke down pose for pose. It goes to Akeem Williams. Congratulations on Akeem. That was deserved. That was deserved. So 2 back-to-back 4th place positions for John De La Rosa. Great job. Great comeback story for John De La Rosa after tearing his bicep. Here we go, guys. Maybe it's Samson. No, I'm just joking. It's Akeem Williams.
Please take the 3rd place check, the 3rd place award, and present it to Akeem Williams.
Akeem Williams comes in 3rd place. Well done, Akeem. I'm sure he's ecstatic about this. He takes out John De La Rosa and pushes, in my opinion, Samson Dauda. Great. Look at the biceps on Akeem. Crazy. Okay, guys, this is it. Let's go. What's it going to be? Who's going to be second? Wow. Come on.
And 7-time Olympia champ, Phil Heath.
Oh. I can't. I'm so, my anxiety is going up to the roof right now. Come on, Hottie. You did the work. They're making us wait. Come on.
Phil, please take.
Whew. Here we go.
2nd place check, the 2nd place award to your runner-up this evening. Samson Dauda.
Oh my God, you guys. There it is. You got to stick to your guns. And I stuck to my guns on that prediction. All you guys here in the chat. And yeah, that's what it was. That's Samson Dauda did improve. He did redeem himself slightly there. But it's just not enough yet, guys. Congratulations to Hadi Chupin winning the Arnold Classic Ohio. Coming here on Thursday, less than 24 hours before he steps on stage on Friday, and he beats Samson Dauda again. What an athlete Hadi Chupin is. But so is Samson Dauda. Where does this lead Samson going into the Olympia? Does this give Nick Walker a chance to take out Samson Dauda? We are going to see.
Mr. Eduardo Panada and brand ambassador and 8-time Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, buddy. Woo! Look at that. Look how high Hadi jumps there. Jesus. she get into the high jump, the Olympics. Jesus. It was crazy. So he's explosive power there.
He scored the Olympia qualification, the title of 2024 Arnold Classic UK champion, Hadi Chupin. The Arnold Brown statue, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Congratulations, Hadi Chupin. For all you guys in the chat, you were calling Hadi Chupin as well. You stuck to it. Wow, look at that trophy. Nice. Hard work pays off. Cardio pays off. Very gracious to Ronnie Coleman. Awesome. Honey Rambad. There's the shot. The champ. Hadi Chupin with the vacuum. And Hadi is such a sportsman, like so gracious. I'm so proud of him. A lot of people online were saying, oh, I think Samson did it. I think Samson. No. Not yet, guys. Not yet. You can hear the crowd chanting Hadi.
What does it feel like to keep winning, winning, and winning and winning? What does it feel like?
چطوره که مرتب داره میبری احساس چیه؟ خب من از تو الگو میگیرم، از رول کلمان الگو میگیرم، از خود بچه ها الگو میگیرم. اینا به من انگیزه میدن، این همه عبادا که اینجا هستن، بچه های ایران که اینجا صدا میدن و اسم آرنولد که میاد، اسم رول کلمان که میاد، اسم کشورم که میاد، اسم این بچه ها که میاد، اسم شما که میاد، خب دیگه باید همینجور میشم.
He's saying he pulls all the energy from Ronnie, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, all the competitors that are standing next to him, and then from the energy from the crowd, both domestic as well as the Iranians that came out. He wants to say thank you so much for everybody that came out, because he pulls energy from all of the fans of the bodybuilding world.
Well, you look fantastic. I did not think that after I saw you in Columbus, Ohio, winning the Arnold Classic, that you could get any better, especially in the 14 days. But you were better today than in Columbus just 14 days ago. It was unbelievable. How did you do that?
خب من تخت تمرین میکنم یک انسان وقتی میرم تو باشگاه دوست دارم آهنا رو نابود کنم و بدن من خیلی بهتر از این بود. من نمیدونم من اینجا بودیم توی یک شهر دیگه این همه پرواز رفتیم با استرس زیاد 12 تا قبل از کنفرانس من رسیدم اینجا تا بحث نکردم بدنم ریلکس بشه خیلی بهتر از این بودیم و من یه جنگجو هستم برای مدال می‌جنگم.
He says there was a lot of stress, but he focused on it because he wanted to crush it here at the Arnold in UK. So what he did is he focused, but he had a lot of stress trying to get the visa, getting here 24 hours before, but he was focused. He was a warrior. He just considered everything that he had to do to be done and cross T's and dot I's, because what he wanted to do is be able to set another precedence.
Well, you look fantastic. It is wonderful to have you here in England and for you to win this Arnold Classic once again. And I want to congratulate all of the athletes here that did such a great job. You came in the most fantastic shape. And we just had, where's Phil? Phil Heath was out here. Where's Phil? Because I wanted to say that we have 22 Mr. Olympia titles up here on stage, right? I mean, because Phil has 8. The Phil has 7, you have 8. You're the one that had to go, and beat my record, Ronnie. Yeah, why did you do that? I love this guy. I tell you, it is so wonderful to see those Mr. Olympias from the past all promote the sport, keep going and pumping everyone up and inspiring everyone. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. And also Phil Heath, keep up the great work. Okay, thank you very much, all of you. I hope that all of you stay tonight. We'll be back. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
God, I just wanted to let them talk and soak that in a little bit. You know, it was stressful there a little bit, but Hadi pulled it off. Let's see what they're going to do here. Yeah, buddy. The champ. It was a much closer show, but you know, Arnold said that Hadi got better, and Arnold's sitting in the front row, so maybe Hadi Choopan was better here. So Hadi took the medal off because he doesn't want it to swing into people's faces and stuff. So it's not a repeat of the Olympia.
All at the Panada booth, so please stop by. Best equipment in the world, folks. You get a chance to check it out, and we will all be there. Thank you. I'm Bob Ciccarello. Good night, everybody.
Okay, guys. Well, let's digest what just happened here. Well, I still have you in the chat. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. You'll get notified when I go live on these live streams for all the pro shows this year. Please like the video, please comment. I appreciate your support so much. Donations help the channel grow and continue to do this. I really appreciate it, guys. This was a battle, but Hadi came out on top, and it was the conditioning that did it. The consistency with the conditioning showed the show. Arnold said that Hadi looked better here than he did in Ohio, that he improved. And Samson looked improved at prejudging. So there was kudos to be given to Samson Dauda for improving at prejudging. But then he came into the finals here and looked a little blurry. And Brian Nasser, Antoine, yeah, I was a little surprised with that one for Antoine coming in 7th. But all in all, no matter what people were saying on social media after prejudgings, that Samson was going to win, and that you know, he did enough to improve. He didn't. And as a commentator and a guy that I know I have 20 years of experience in the industry, I can look past that speculation and call it like it should be, right? And a lot of you guys did as well. No, I'm not just saying I'm the only one. You guys in the chat were saying Hadi Choopan, Hadi Choopan. But there's a lot of other people out there who were not saying that. They were saying Samson should win. Samson has the aesthetics. Samson's structure looks better. Then why did he just win again? Why did Hadi Choopan just win again? You have to look at that. And I just, where does Samson Dauda go from here? Where does he go from here, guys? Because he's going to take a break. He's going to go on vacation. And he's going to find a new coach, the new game plan. And do what? We like, he tightened up. He dried out a little bit, but then it just didn't look right because we're so used to him looking so huge and full. His quads looked downsized because they're not as full. And then even with that, he looked flatter because he was, so, what's the formula? Right. And then he has the waistline issue where he's trying to control his breathing and his stomach and, and so it's like, I'm trying to figure out, can Samson Dauda come in third at the Olympia now? Or is Nick Walker standing in his way? Or is someone else standing in his way? And does Samson Dauda start to go in a downward trajectory? Right? So, and Hani Rambad says right now, this version of Hadi Choopan beats Derek Lunsford. So the Olympia is definitely going to be one of the best because you got so many great athletes. Derek Lunsford, Hadi Choopan, Samson Dauda, Nick Walker. We'll see what Andrew Jack does. See what Hunter Labrada does. They all have to qualify. We'll see if Nexzilla gets up in the mix. Who knows? Tony O'Burton, Michael Krizo, Akeem Williams. Let's not forget Akeem Williams, John De La Rosa. They're in the mix now. But when you're talking about that top 5 at the Olympia, I think we kind of know who that's going to be. So it's going to be interesting. Barbero, Andrew beats Samson in the Olympia. Thanks for the stream and efforts today. Everyone stay healthy out there. Thanks for joining the stream, you guys. This was an awesome stream. And it was a great show. When you watch a show and you have that much like anticipation of who's going to win and you're waiting for Bob to, announce, that's a good show. That's a good show. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Please subscribe so you get notified when I go live. And please like this video. It's going to help the channel. And the next time I go live should be for the Arnold Classic Brazil, which we are 4 weeks out from. So not too long. We have the Detroit Pro. We're going to have the Toronto Pro. We're going to have the Vancouver Pro. We're going to have the Chicago Pro. We're going to have the New York Pro in May. That's a huge show. Nick Walker versus Nexzilla, Tony O'Burton. And thanks, Jet. Thank you so much for joining again and sticking with me through this. We have so much fun in the chat, going toe-to-toe, debating. But it's all love. It's all positive vibes in here. That's what it should be about. Thank you, guys. So yeah, a lot of shows coming up. Going in through this year, it's going to be a really great year. We're going to see if the Olympia matches the Arnold prize money, which will make it even more exciting for the athletes to compete and get that $500,000 plus. Really good. It's going to be a great season. A lot of action. So there it is, guys. It's done. Hadi Choopan is your 2024 Arnold Classic UK champion. And he's going into the Olympia with a lot of momentum. Samson, he's not going into Olympia with as much momentum, but you can't count Samson Dauda out. You know, you can't count him out because he's so genetically gifted. He has the best structure in bodybuilding right now, bar none. Right? Thank you, Alzera. Alzera, I can't say your name, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. And we know Samson can win a Mr. Olympia. He's been very close. Thanks, man. Thanks, FT. I appreciate you guys too. But and we have the Olympias in October, right? So we got 7 months, over half a year for Samson to make improvements. I don't think he needs to get any bigger. He just needs to stay as lean as possible over the next 7 months. Take a break, right? And after a long break like that, maybe Samson can do a lot of damage at the Olympia because he is improving. His physique has improved, but the conditioning hasn't kept up with those improvements, unfortunately. So can Nick Walker beat Hadi Choopan? Well, Nick Walker wasn't at the Olympia last year, which is unfortunate. I don't know if Nick Walker can beat Hadi Choopan. I don't think he could. I think he could push him. And you got to break it down pose for pose, not just how he looks, and then make that decision. You know, can Nick Walker do a vacuum pose? Because that seems to be becoming more popular in open. Nick Walker can't do any vacuums. I don't think so. I have never seen him do a vacuum. And you know, I've called Nick Walker out on his waist and that he needs to control that as well, like I do for Samson Dauda. And Samson Dauda did make some improvements by starting to do more vacuums. Right? So Samson heard the call for that and he did it. I called Nick Walker out on his Instagram and said, hey, you got to start doing vacuums. Let's see it, buddy. Right? Some guys just can't do it. It's hard. So when the judges see that and the other bodybuilder can't do it, it's not a good look. So we're going to see. Congrats on a great, knowledgeable coverage. Most of the other channels are almost fan-like with unprofessional coverage. Luke, the host, don't know much about judging. Your coverage is top-notch, objective. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that's what I try to do, is not to sugarcoat it and just speak the truth and not be a fanboy. You'd be like, oh, he looks so great. He looks good. He looks good. Everyone looks good. Then who wants, like, why would you want to watch commentary like that? I want to hear the breakdown and the comparisons. And I know people think maybe I have a little bit of a bias towards Hadi, but I don't. I keep saying that Samson Dauda has a better structured physique than Hadi Choopan does. Right? So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna see what Samson can do moving forward here. I think the break is going to help Samson a lot. I mean, think about it. He competed in 13 shows. 13 shows. That's like 1.5 shows or one show every month plus one. So ridiculous. And he did as well as he did. So we may be shocked after having a 6-month layoff for can do with a new coach, with a new formula. So I am in Samson's corner and I am giving him the benefit of the doubt that he can redeem himself and shock everybody at the Olympia. He knows what he needs to do. So let's see if Samson can do it. Because I would love to see Samson Dauda win the Mr. Olympia. I think we all would. Because he's the closest thing we have to like a Ronnie Coleman up there. He's never going to be Ronnie Coleman, but he's close. He's close from a size perspective, dominance, impressive stature on stage. That's Samson Dauda. All right, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to sign off here. I've been streaming for over 3 hours with you guys. So gonna do my recaps of the show. You're gonna get my analysis on there as well. So please subscribe so you get notified when that video goes up later today. Do a full recap of the top 6 and break down their physiques and give you the reasoning of why they placed where they placed. All right, guys. All right. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna see you probably for the Arnold Classic Brazil. I think we have Brandeo. We have Tonio Burton. I'm so tired. I'm trying to think who else is doing the Brazil. Who else is doing Brazil? I don't think Horse MD is doing Brazil. Anyways, hopefully they provide the live stream for the Brazil show. All right. Appreciate you guys. This was an awesome stream. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.